everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the AOS Crowd, your home for competitive Warhammer Age of Sigmar tournament reviews. My name is Quinn, and I am joined by the ever-talented, ever-eager Phil Marshall.
Yeah, eager. Not how I describe the start of this season from me, to be honest.
Well, you're coming back off.
Yeah.
You're coming back off AOS Worlds. First full year as captain. We've talked about that in our last video a bit. So go watch that.
Yeah, hard work. Been enjoying a break. Do you know?
Well deserved.
Turn the batteries off a little bit. Yeah, it's been an interesting summer because obviously we got back from Worlds and it was less than 4 weeks and we had the new gym.
Yeah. Pretty much a drought of games for 3-4 weeks where nobody really wants to do anything.
Yeah. And then we obviously were really quick at announcing our England team for Six Nations and Worlds. Well, not Worlds team, World squad, which kind of meant the unrelenting admin side of Team England has gone into full flow. So it's been interesting, let's put it that way.
But nothing you can't handle.
We'll see. How have you been, Quinn?
Quite alright. I've enjoyed 1 or 2 tournaments in the meantime. I've picked up a new army, which we'll talk about maybe in the next video. But
very, very sneaky.
Kinda. But also I've been taking a liking to big guns on boats.
Big guns on boats. Turning off war stuff?
Possibly. But we'll get to that. Other than that, pretty decent, pretty tame summer. Busy with university work, finishing my bachelor degree, so
good luck.
Fingers crossed it happens.
Sure, you'll be fine.
But we're not here to talk about that achievement. We're here to talk about what event, Phil?
Warhammer World.
Warhammer
so this was their
World.
Golden Ticket event. So they give out 2 fully funded events. This was, obviously my first event with GHB. I'll be honest, it's an event that I've probably gone to with. It's not probably, no, it's definitely the event I've been to with the least amount of preparation.
Yeah.
So I decided to take an army I've never used it. I think I've maybe played 1 or 2 games of it in my history playing Warhammer. Unfortunately, you know what? It seems bent as fuck, so I'll just take it and see what happens. So I took Daughters of Cain, which currently in the GHB I would rank as one of the top 3 big bads.
Definitely.
I think Cities of Sigmar is probably at the top.
Oh, yeah.
You've got Nighthaunt and Daughters of Cain.
That's pretty much the peak that I'm imagining. I've got a pyramid in my head, and that's the tippity top.
So I played 1 game with Nighthaunt, Black Coach and Banshees, and decided it was perhaps one of the most boring experiences of my life and my opponent's life. So I decided I wasn't going to play that. Cities,
admirable.
Everyone's kind of playing it. I don't want to buy 3 cannons, and I don't want to buy 5 command cores. So
yeah, because you're not going to be able to use them in 3 months anyway.
Exactly, and by the time I start caring properly about Warhammer, there'll be 2 battle scrolls down, close to Worlds.
Yeah.
So I just thought Doc. So left myself with the arduous task of painting 41 walls 2 days.
Yeah.
So 30 Sisters Slaughter, 9 Shadow Slaughters, Blood Rack Shrine, and what was the 41st model?
Krathusa. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's quite good. Quite good to forget, to be honest.
Well, you kind of want to include her, right?
Yeah,
But
she's a bit good.
She's decent. So
Yeah.
that's something that I actually wanted to talk about a bit, is the current General's Handbook. Introducing Scourge of Guran, War Scrolls, adding battle formations, artifacts of power, etc., to every single
amazing.
army. Legendary. Literally legendary. It's boosted some armies out of, like, the ditch they were stuck in.
Yeah.
And I think that's just great.
So what I kind of hope is the obvious War Scrolls that were utter dog shite beforehand, they just keep the Scourge ones.
Yeah.
Like, admit you fucked up. Like Iridan. Iridan was like unplayable, and now
Still
he
is.
is like, oh, he's all right, but like now he's kind of in the majority of Stormcast lists. I don't make them good for one season.
Yeah.
Like, allow things to be good. Like, that is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Screaming Bell. No one was taking the Screaming Bell. And now it's like the cornerstone of your Skaven art.
Mm-hmm.
But like I say, like, don't just make this a one season wonder.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good War Scroll, keep it. Just make it cost the right points or whatever. Like Kafusa. Kafusa was hardly being used.
Yeah,
And now she is in every Daughters of Cain army.
Yep.
Like the D3 every enemy hero.
Yeah. No matter what the circumstances are.
Her prayer is a joke. Like, you
it's
ult
insane.
that on a 9, which is fucking easy.
Pretty achievable with that skill set. Including the new prayer for Sacred Rites, which basically makes it risk-free to go for prayer points. So
yeah, it's ridiculous. And then you're just like, cool, so you're going to go first. I'm going to counter pray. Then I'm going to get D3 deeds. And then it's my turn. And I might already be on like 6. And I've not even prayed. So I need a 2-up to ult Kafusa's prayer because I'm getting +1 from my cauldron.
Yeah.
And you're like, my fucking god. And you go in, this 20 Witch Elves that cost me 220 points is going to murder whatever it touches.
Everything. I've never not seen a Witch Elf charge with all the necessary buffs where they didn't lift half an army.
Yes, it's honestly
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
What really helps is in your hardest game you get all the buffs on. That really helps. So
yeah.
we'll come on to that. But yeah, like GHB, I think it's amazing what they've done with it. The way you score, battle tactics. I think it's going to really differentiate the good players from the not so good players. I think there's going to be a clear skill gap in terms of how people can set up to deny the battle. But I think that's really cool that you can have a much better game plan. You can probably play a little bit more passively in the early parts of the game rather than being like, fuck, I have to break up my castle.
I have to score. I score battle tactics and so on and so forth.
So yeah,
in the beginning, I was suspicious that it would turn the game back into this like sort of semi-railroaded state to where people were like the way we had grand strategies and such. That was my fear, that it would get formulaic in that sense, where you knew what the game plan of a given army was just by looking at the tactics they chose. But having played 25 odd games this GHB, it's pretty damn balanced, and playing passively is not punished anymore as hard, at least. You get the wiggle room.
If anything, it's like encouraged.
Yeah. You get the wiggle room to complete your tactics when your army feels like they can fulfill them, put it that way. And I think the battle plans, we've had this all-stars sort of lineup for the entirety of last year, which is great and nostalgic, but at the same time, now there's so many intricate and different mechanics to each and every single battle plan. Almost all of them score differently as well. So you always have to think about, oh, what if I give my opponent the underdog? Because that then opens up the ability, oh, they can just get out strike last on 2 objectives, or they can add +1 to casting rolls.
Yeah.
Super interesting mechanics all round, and I think that increasing the scoring margin from the maximum of 10 points a turn we had before, including battle tactics, to a total of 20 per turn.
Yeah.
It just, yeah, it decreases the gap for yeah, well, to put it this way, the way objectives are scored now makes the game more friendly towards people who will lose an army in the first turn.
Yeah.
You can still score a couple of points. There are still 1 or 2 parts of the tactic you can score, and that'll keep you in the game longer. This scaled sort of approach to objective control, 5 for the first, 3 for the second, and 2 for more, or whichever equivalent, is really, really good, I think.
Yeah, my only criticism of the GHP and the scoring is because some missions are so favourable to being an underdog. I think there should be a certain point difference that you become the underdog. I don't think it should be if you're 1 point behind, because you'd happily sit 1 point behind the whole, like the first 3 turns,
Yeah.
just to get the 3 turns of underdog bonus, which then in the last 2 turns you end up scoring 40-0. I don't know how best to remedy that. I like that, like the super double when you are the underdog is 11 points. That feels fine. But
Yeah.
the underdog mechanics are so strong on missions.
Yeah.
I think they probably need to either look at honing them back a little bit in future GHPs, or changing the way you become an underdog. Like you need to be 5 points down, or something. But that is genuinely my only criticism, to be honest.
I think that the margin for when you become underdog, even if you are a certain amount of points behind, with 11 is perfect. I think that's well hit. Because that's a tactic and one objective doesn't get it, but at least 2. And then you're 2 points up on the underdog or on your opponent. And then it just can spiral from there, of course, but it's still slight point margins. It just makes the game and the battle feel more close in a sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, I'm not going to nitpick too much. I think.
Oh yeah,
it's probably the best edition I've played in a while. So kudos to the GW guys. Shall we run through my really boring list quickly?
Possibly. It's not like people have seen it before.
No. Depends how much they look at RTB, because I think like every doc list looked exactly the same.
Yep.
I called the list My Back Hates Me. For those that don't know, Warhammer World have the lowest tables known to man, and I am a fat 6'4" human pushing around over 110 models. So, yikes. So obviously, Doctor Kane, Arena Veteran, 5+ Ward, and 2 use fight a bit.
New Scourge of Gura and stuff. So
really, really strong. Law of Shadows, because who doesn't like Mind Razor?
Mm-hmm.
Then I took the new Skirjagoran Prayer Law, the
Blood Shadow
Shadow
Rites. Yes.
Manifestations of Cain, but I didn't have the swords because my brother lost them. So I just
Playing
had the
Daughters
snake.
of Cain on hard mode.
Exactly. What can I say? I'm a man of the people. Man of the people. I think I cast the snake once, and then it got banished.
Dang.
Um, and I cast the Heart of Fury quite a few times because that's
It's
fucking
sick.
great.
It's
Yeah.
sick. With Sisters of Slaughter?
My battle tactics obviously were scouting force because I've got 3 units that are degenerates.
Yes.
And restless energy. I was torn between restless energy and wrathful cycles. Decided not to go for wrathful cycles because I don't like being behind. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought we'd just alleviate that and just kill everyone. So
Yeah.
restless kind of plays the way you want to play anyway. You go, I want to take that objective that you had. Now I want to take all of your
Yoink.
objectives. And now I want all the objectives. So,
Every single one.
great. Well, General's Regiment, not that that really matters anymore. Scourge of Garan, Kafusa, and
Whee!
3 units of K9 Shadow Stalkers. So these are the ones that are great for Scout, can all teleport.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, they're really hard to kill because
Yeah.
the arena veterans,
They're
5-up
just
ward,
tanky.
nice
Tanky
bit
as
of like
heck.
chip shooting as well. So then had the Scourge of Iran Bloodwreck Shrine, which is also amazing. The shooting ability is
Bonkers.
nuts.
Bonkers.
Even works in covering fire.
Mm-hmm.
I nearly one-shot a magma drop in my first game just with the crit 2 hits. It was, yeah, unreal. Then it's a fucking 2-cost wizard on top, and you're like, amazing.
I'll take it. How many points?
230.
That's super cheap.
That is the common theme with Daughters of Cain at the moment.
Oh god.
I then had 2 units of Sisters of Slaughter, which are probably one of the best screens known to man with all the debuffs you can put on Daughters of Cain.
Yeah.
Innately -1 to hit. They're anti-infantry.
They're built in
get,
stupid.
Yeah, you can then obviously put prayers on them for no command, wound. Just mental.
Yeah.
Then Slaughter Queen on Cauldron, again, crazy. Only 320 points.
Mm-hmm.
3-up in every combat phase, +1 attack to each elf unit or elf unit.
Mm-hmm. The +1 save.
+1 to chant. Yeah, +1 save, +1 to chant, friendly priest. Just really leans into making sure Kafusa does what she needs to do.
Yeah. Every single turn without fail.
And then Zealous Orator, which I believe is the 3 extra rally dice.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then K-Knight Pendant, which
for
is the once per game D6
points.
ritual. The reason they're both on the Slaughter Queen is because the Bloodwreck Shrine already has enough of a target in its head because it is your source of Mind Razor.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to give them another reason to fucking kill your wizard. And then to close out the regiment, 2 units of 20 Witch Elves with paired Skinaza. Pronounced that horrifically, so it's fine.
They shag a bitch.
Yeah, they're mental. Basically, the way the list works is you pray a lot with Kafusa and maybe the other one.
Yeah.
And you dump it all onto 1 unit of Witch Elves. And you basically go, these Witch Elves are Rend 1 for charging. You cast Mind Razor on them as well. Rend 2.
Mm-hmm.
Damage 2. 101 attacks. Fighting twice. Probably, let's just say it's battle round 1. With just 3s and 4s, crit auto wound.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't use commands or reduce your wards by 1, and I turn off all your weapon abilities. So Yikes. Yeah, it's honestly obnoxious when it all
when it
when
all
it
comes
doesn't.
together.
Yeah. The prayers are the easy bit. The spells, you've got no pluses to cast. Mind raises on an 8, so you kind of just have to
Yeah.
hope your dice are doing what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
You can also get run and charge. You can
Yeah.
pray for you to move 6 inches. So a unit of witch elves can move 18 inches
And then
in your turn
charge.
and then charge. Like, you're getting across the board so quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think enough people respected it. Even when you tell people what your army, they're like, oh yeah, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, but I get this prayer off on like a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like, okay, yeah.
Every single turn.
And then you just see like all these tokens go down. And shit.
Mm-hmm. They turn pale.
Yeah, some people just like, I think they have like a kink out getting humbled. Like, they're like, oh wow. Like,
Didn't expect that.
we'll get onto them, but 2 of my opponents were like, yeah, well, I've just tabled everyone like really quickly. My game's not very long. All right,
Mm-hmm.
let's see how
Let's
this
see
one
how you
goes.
do.
But yeah, it's fun. Like Warhammer World is what you probably play like 1 or 2 difficult games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
More so 1. And then you play a lot of people that just like love the hobby.
Yeah. I mean, it's also an attraction, right?
It's great. Like, everyone plays the hobby for a different reason. Some people love the competitive side. Some people just love going to an event. Others love the hobby side and like all they want to do is get their army in the cabinet, like at Warhammer World.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool. And obviously Warhammer World probably attracts that person more so than other events. Like, I love going to Warhammer World because it's Warhammer World. Like, I love playing on their tables. Their terrain is always fantastic.
Yeah.
Some of it is way too big now, but
Yeah.
it's just great. And like, you get free pass to the museum when you're playing. So if you can table people quickly, you can go and walk around the museum for a couple of hours.
Which
the
is
GW team.
always great because they change around the exhibits like every couple of months. So
yeah, and it's cool. Like all the dioramas, it's sick. They've also like inside the store. If you've not been, they've got painted armies by people that like aren't GW. They're just normal hobbyists. I say normal. Their painting is like ridiculous,
top notch.
So like Louise Sugden's got her Zinc Charming in there.
I was just about to mention Louise.
Yeah, there's a really cool one that I've not seen before. Tau Army, which is Kroot themed, but they use Seraphon monsters as their vehicles.
Oh.
So like the Riptide, not their Riptides, they're like Tau Hammerheads are like the Hammerhead gun strapped onto a Basiladon. Like, it's
nice.
it looks
cool.
unbelievable.
That's cool.
So yeah, if you've never been, try and go to Warhammer World.
Definitely go. It's super cool.
Normally that's at the end of the video when we talk how good the event is, but we've jumped that bit. It's great. Just
Warhammer
try
World,
and get a ticket.
Always worth the mention before we talk about the event itself.
Indeed. I guess we dive into the event then. Round 1. Show my knowledge of how little I know the missions. I did have to check with Quinn earlier, just by naming what the scenario does to get the right mission name. I've been back in. Life Fruits was mission number 1, and I was like, just don't pair me into fucking Nighthawk or Soul Blight with their 3 shitty terrain pieces, and I'll be happy. I got paired into a lovely man, Duncan Coates, who was playing Fire.
Oh, lovely.
He rocked up, had his 3 magma drafts, got Trek.
Oh.
Like, living his narrative life. And And I've put my army down. I've explained it,
Mm-hmm.
and first turn pretty cagey from him. I was like, oh, I'll just see if I get Mind Razor off on these Sisters of Slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Came off. I was like, well, guess we now see if we get everything else off.
Mm-hmm.
So we then ended up getting um, move them 6, +1 attack, and then Kafusa fully stacked. I was like, cool. Let's just see what happens. And I yeeted these 20 Sisters of Slaughter, which aren't the killy ones, as an FYI,
Yes.
into the front of his army, which I was like, do you know what? Let's see if he like does what I think he's going to do here. So I just put them into like 20 berserkers and was like, look, I'll just lift 20 berserkers. That'd be fine. I'll be happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, then it's just Magmadroths and Gotrek I have to worry about. And then he's like, oh, you've got no commands. I was like, yeah. He's like, I've got 2 CP left. I was like, I know. Countercharged with Gotrek. I was like, my man, because this is exactly what I wanted to happen. I was like, I don't want your Magmadroth anywhere near me. Gotrek, on the other hand, is fine because you're about to have no save.
No weapon abilities.
Ward. Yeah. So I was like, oh, I'll just put 7 into Gotrek, 7 into this unit, 6 into this unit, and I'll fight twice.
Mm-hmm.
And just the 2 7s banged off Gotrek and 10 half guard. And then there's 6 left, like 2 half guard. And I was like, God, this is fucking good. This is really good. And then, yeah, he then had like
I feel
a little
sick.
foot hero and 3 Magmadroths, and he kept winning prio, so I couldn't just like table him really quickly. But
no museum tour then.
No, not this time round. But lovely guy, won 68-12 in the end because of controlling terrain and shit like that. But I was just like, I really don't mind. Like, I've had an easy game, round 1. See what the army does, and it kind of makes you realise how bent it is when you see it like click into place.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about it. I've been on the receiving end of that list twice.
Oh yeah, it's honestly ridiculous. I then played against a guy called Daniel Xerxes, round 2, Obnoxious Nexus. So
Obnoxious Nexus, more like, because that battle plan sucks.
I really enjoyed it. I loved it.
Well, scouting force, of course you do.
Yeah, he was playing Slates of Darkness. He's like, yeah, like smashed my first game. Like, I think he got like an 80-10 something. And I was like, okay, cool.
Big flex.
Here's like so I'm playing Slates of Darkness. Do you know what it does? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I've got Gaunt Summoner, 10 Chosen. Do you know what that does? I was like, yeah. I was like, but weirdly, you've still gone for the Banner of Screaming Flesh, which
yes,
bad. Then he had like a brick of 20 warriors, 2 5s and knights, a sorcerer lord, Karkadrak to give +2 to charge, 20 warriors that were shitting themselves out of Soulscream Bridge. And then so I was like, okay. And I saw him deploy the Gaunt Summoner on the line as his first drop. And I was like, well, you're obviously going first because otherwise all your chosen are dead. So he took the turn.
Surprise.
And my God, was this hilarious. The chosen got in.
Oh no. Anyway.
Shock. And then I think he pledged the Chaos Warriors to Khorne, put them through the bridge, gave them +2 to charge from the Lord, which also gave it to the Chosen. So
Yes.
the Chosen are on 3d6 charge, 7 away, with +2. I was like, well, they're just in, because, like, that's fine. He failed his first charge, the Chosen, which meant he had to re-roll it, which meant he didn't have the Chaos Warriors that then failed their charge.
Oh no!
The Chosen decided they weren't going to lift a 20 unit assist as a slaughter with double activation, because they're obviously -1 to hit, and I chucked the prayer on for no weapon abilities.
Lovely days.
So it's like, right, so you got gnome mortals. I'm on +2 to save because I'm all in the aura cauldron, and I'm all out defending. And I think he killed like 6 on the first swing, 41 attack. But through the 5-up ward, it was just hilarious. I killed then 3 back with this as a slaughter. Anyway, 0-point turn from him.
Damn.
Well, as your army's just sat in front of me, we're just going to try and see if we get it all off again. This time on witch elves. Everything comes off. Living my best life. So I put 20 witch elves fully buffed into basically his whole army. Double 4. First activation, because the warriors had 5-up ward, 3-up save, 40 wounds. I was like, let's not get greedy. Let's just put it all into them. I reckon I overkilled them by like 50+ wounds. And then took off Gaunt Summoner, Sorcerer Lord, Lord on Carcadrak, and 5 Chaos Knight, the second activation.
Nice.
At this point, at the end of my turn 1, because the rest of my killed the Chosen as well.
Yeah.
He had 5 Chaos Knights left. And a person that would care when they won that priority, considering these not tagged by a Slaughter Queen on Cauldron, would have just gone, oh, you go, because then I can score my battle tactics. Not this guy. I took the double.
Damn.
Wrote off the whole of Restless Energy because it hasn't controlled the objective yet. And just beat him 65-0. I was like, I don't need to play this game longer than I need to. And I was taught not to play with my food. So,
damn.
You are dead, and I'm going to end you. And then he was like, yeah, I've never lost like that before. I was like, well, here's a stick. Team England. There you go. Yourself. But it was really nice. Bought him a beer. And then he kept walking around going, still got 2 hours left. I was like, yeah. Then it was like, oh, it's only half an hour now. And I was like, yeah, but we've got a break in between. It's like just getting more and more battered.
Oh boy.
So yeah, that was a fun round. Had a interesting game, round 3. Played against Flesh Eater Courts, which was still ridiculous.
Yes. 100%.
They're just like perfect for this GHB. They're good at everything. Recursion, can play all the missions.
And they're still super strong. Like, the damage output from a unit of Morbid Knights is not to be underestimated.
Yeah. And also, like, in the meta where it's not super high armor, it's lots of low wound infantry. Like, it's really good. So we played Passing Season. And like, this game wasn't like the greatest. I think it's probably the only game of Warhammer I've never not finished.
Oh.
in time. So like people that know me will know I'm not particularly slow. Like I like to play fast, like to put
Mm.
my opponents under pressure. And in our allotted 3 hours, I only played 2 turns.
Damn.
So we had to get the judges over to kind of help go through the last turns,
Mm-hmm.
finish the result. Um, so at the end of the term 3, before I'd had a term 3, I was up 35-30.
Yeah.
And then my term 3, I went up to 50.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, look, let's do term 4. And I was like, look, we're 40 minutes past the time we're meant to finish. It's 20 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need to, like, I've got a dinner reservation. Like, we shouldn't still be here. Just tell me what the result is. Like, is it a win? Is it a draw? Whatever. So they were going back and forth about, like, oh, but this. I'm like, for me, it's impossible to talk out a game because you've always got a counter as to
Yeah.
why you can do X or you can do Y.
There's so many variables, especially after turn 3.
Yeah, exactly. Like the game's like wide open. I've got like he's got four more begs in one unit, two in another, and like 3 beast flayers. I've got 3 units of shadow stalkers and 20 sisters of slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
It's
impossible.
yeah.
And also at the end of term 3, like he hadn't done step 1 of scout yet. But
Mm-hmm.
then if he wanted to do that, he has to kill my sisters of slaughter, which at that time were -1 to hit and -1 to wound, and
Pretty
no
tough.
commands.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 4 more begs isn't going to do that, which
Yeah.
means you're locked in combat. To be honest, I don't even think 8 more begs do that in 2 units of 2.
No.
You have to get really lucky on the impact hits, probably.
That could help,
Uh,
but it's still a lot of wounds.
yeah,
And Morbegs hate most of all -1 to hit.
yeah. With no commands, so you can't all that attack it. So
Yeah.
I was just like, look, there's no way you're doing scout, which drops you 15 points. And I'm up 20 already.
Mm-hmm.
There's 40 points left to score for both of us. You're dropping 15 of them, which puts
Yeah.
you on 25. You're telling me I have to score 10 points in 2 turns. But I just stand on 2 circles. Like, it's not. So in the end, I was a war and a bit gutted
Mm-hmm.
not to finish the game.
Yeah.
But that did mean 3-0 going into day 2.
Solid.
So day 2 gave me a big bad matchup. So I got paired into a Nighthawk.
Oh no.
However, Doc is kind of perfect for beating Night. Weighted dice. And this guy again was like, yeah, my games have been really quick. Like the arm is just done when it's done. I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, Nighthawk are great. So we paged Surge. And turn 1, I got fucking, again, like, story of this event. I got everything off on a unit 20 Witch Elves.
Phil does like getting off. You've heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. And he just left this, like, little ravine for me to run 20 Witch Elves through on a charge.
A
So
nice witch elf shaped hole.
To go and whack Kurdos, but not tag him so he couldn't do his combat phase ability and pile in and kill him. So I was like, oh, I'll double activate. I was like, right, so kill Kurdos. And then he had this like this unit of 20 chain rasps that had the 5-up ward, -1 to win. They're gone. 10 Grimrasp Reapers gone. I was like, fucking hell. And then won the double and was like, I'm just going to do it again with the other 20 Witch Elves. Didn't get Mind Razor off. Didn't get Mind Razor off. So it's all just at 1 damage.
All damage 1? It's like half the damage you usually do.
I know, it's terrible. And like in this turn, I took off with everything else, like Elenda, Reikenor, Black Coach, Blade Geists, and all he was left with was 10 Harrodans and 2 Dreadblade Harrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then he won. It was then his go. Didn't score.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think he scored okay. Yeah, must have done. And then he won the prior and was like, I just have to try and see if I can kill your Slaughter Queen, not your Slaughter Queen, your Bloodrack Shrine, because you had Intercept and Recover, so I just put it on my heroes.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, counter shoot. Killed I rolled a 1 as well, so I got to re-roll all my hit rolls on the Harrodans. Just fucking killed 7 of them.
Oh no.
And he was like, fucking hell. So yeah, really, really straightforward game there, 80 to 27.
Mm-hmm.
And then
round 5.
I had
4-0.
game 5 for a golden ticket. And I played against Martin Feingold. Played for the French team at Worlds. He is part of the 9-inch Baguettes, which is Spoon's team.
Yep.
We all went out for dinner the night before to Zap Thai. Me, Spoon, Martin, Benjamin Sava, and Rich Wigmore. And lovely guy. Had a really funky Skaven list that I don't think I've seen too much of. That had kind of been derived to beat certain matchups, and it all kind of clicked into place really well.
Yeah.
So you had Lord Screech, 2 Warp Lightning Cannons, the Scourge Bell, 40 Clan Rats, 20 Plague Monks, 50 Storm Vermin, and Kritok.
Ooh, Kritok's a nice pick. I really rate him, I have to say.
He's really good. And we played Roiling Roots.
And
we had these 2 fucking obnoxious pieces of terrain in the middle, which it must have been 8 by 8 inches.
Damn.
And it just meant he could put half a unit screening out in the middle of the board. And we had a really cagey game. I couldn't get anything off. I'd be needing anything but a 1 to get Cafusa's Prayer off the ult, and I'd just roll a 1 every turn. And you're like, fucking leave me alone. Never cast Mind Razor, never got round charge. And yeah, the game was just really cagey. I lost the initial roll off, was made to go first. Couldn't really push out, couldn't get control more because he could step onto objectives. And then proceeded to kind of not ever get a favourable priority in terms of I want it to kind of go and capitalise.
Yeah.
And then what cost me the game was definitely my lack of reps. Having not played an awful lot of this GHB or this army. For no reason whatsoever, I decided to teleport one of my units to Shadow Storm off my back objective at the end of the turn before into a wood. It was never getting to these Shadow Stormers. They just plops a Norhole down and he can take my objective. And get step 1 of Restless Energy, and I was fuck. And now he's done that, his whole army has gone back to his deployment to stop my Restless Energy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you've literally just like hard countered me on my own fuck up now.
Damn.
So that cost me the game. The Warp Lightning Cannons are great. They with the way Screech works, you can give them +1 to hit, which means they more.
Yeah.
And it works till the end of the battle round. So like, even in covering fire, they don't mortal on 5s, they're 4s. And it, because of the table layout, I either had to risk giving up my shrines or keep them like tagged on the edge of my deployment where obscuring was. And yeah, I probably should have tried to commit a little earlier, but just didn't get anything off. And if you don't get the stuff off trying to fight through layers of clan rats when they can claw step to deny your double fight, it was a really hard game, and Martin played it really well and has clearly put in a lot more repetition than I have.
Yeah.
GHB cycle. So Martin took the game 67-50.
All right. Nice.
Unsurprisingly, he did end up winning the event.
Damn.
And
nice.
He also won Best General. So technically won 2 golden tickets.
Okay.
So, but obviously you can't win both, so it got passed down to the next person. But I had a great time. Just enjoyed throwing dice around, playing with a new army.
Nice. Very cool. Well, obviously, because they're all freshly painted.
Yeah. Fortunately, I roped in my brother, and he contrast painted the Sisters of Slaughter for me, but then brought them upstairs and was like, I've not washed them. I haven't done the bases. I'm like, you motherfucker, it's like 5:30 at night, I'm leaving in like 10 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, so
this is always the state of the game, like shortly before a tournament. I recall very vividly us at the Zip for Brotherhood this year, frantically getting a unit of, what are they called? The
Heretic cohort.
Those guys ready.
Because someone on the England team forgot to pack them for someone else. And this legend,
this guy,
bought a box, built them during my lunch break, sprayed them during my lunch break, and then took them up to paint at the fucking hotel the night before.
Legend. Actual legend. Yeah. I don't think I've seen anyone ever paint that quickly.
No. Well, I'm just a Warhammer athlete, so don't like to brag about it too much. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So, right. First event back.
First event. 4-1.
Wasn't the first podium, though. Came fourth. To be honest, like, my expectations anyway are 4-1 is bare minimum. And yeah, like I would have liked a podium, but when you're playing on table 1 for the event, often losing that game, it's hard to podium based on other bearings around you. But yeah, great time.
How many players were there? So was it possible to podium with a 4-1?
4-1 did podium.
Okay. So then it's just the victory points margin, right? Because that's the way Warhammer World scores. Yeah.
The only annoying thing was pairings were random in bracket.
Oh, okay.
Which is a little different, I guess. Like, I much prefer strict Swiss.
Yeah.
But I think it's just to make sure people aren't trying to be gamey on the scores, and
Yeah.
eventually it kind of filters itself out on day 2. But yeah, but yeah, Warhammer World, great. Definitely recommend.
As we've already
Um,
mentioned, yes.
we both have some events coming up.
Yeah. I mean, we will be talking about another event that I attended at the beginning of July, end of June, in the next video. So stick around for that. Look out to your subscription box. And I'll be doing a one-dayer. Then I'm probably going to Graz for a 2-day event of a local club. Support the community there a little bit. And then I'm off to Canada for a month. Go to visit cool people. So maybe this is a recommendation. Keep an eye out on the Season of War YouTube channel, possibly.
Get my big time on me.
No. I'll always remember my roots. And then it's just waiting until Raccoon Rumble, November.
Nice.
So since I've not got a golden ticket, I'm not going to Atlanta, so I can't go to Raccoon Rumble.
I can't. Got Six Nations.
Damn.
Same weekend. But I also have a lot of events coming up. I've got the Welsh Open in a week and a half's time, ran by the lovely guys from Team Wales.
Shout
Dan
out to
Arnold,
Team Wales.
And Aaron Boyhan, I believe, is helping run it this year. After that, we have a Team England practice weekend for 4 days, September, for the Six Nations.
Nice.
To kind of integrate them into the team dynamic a bit more.
Yeah.
We've then got LGT, Bloody Grand Tournament, at the end of September.
Very nice.
We've then got Justice Series teams at the end of October. The week after that, I fly to and we'll play at 2D6.
Yeah.
With my good friend Give Adeld. I'm finally upholding my go out there and play. But he's
it's insane. Like,
yeah.
I went there with Dario and Jan for a 3-man team tournament in April.
Right.
We came third. And the venue itself, insane.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And then week 3 of my road trip, I'm in Liverpool for Six Nations, where I'm helping support the new guy playing. And then week 4 in a row, head to Manchester, Stockport, to play at Carnage teams. And then thankfully I have 2 weeks off, another Team England practice weekend. But yeah, really
a lot.
Really looking forward to this year trying to make more of an emphasis to play at events. I didn't play at too many last year.
You were too enamored with Team England.
Yeah, I think so. And don't get me wrong, like still do a lot of England stuff, like team event wise. And I'm sure it'll die down in the 2026 when it gets to like go time.
Like the 3 to 4 months before Worlds, where teams are only seen at singles, and if ever at RTB.
Yeah, exactly. So,
lovely days.
It's been a fun one to get back started with. Nice.
Very cool. So, with that being said, we do have another video to record. So, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Maybe send out a couple of tournament recommendations or international stuff we could possibly look at. We love to travel when we can spare the time, obviously.
And money.
Yeah. Might have to sell a kidney. Just maybe.
People won't want one.
They'll be fine. It's an Austrian kidney, you know?
Well, but yeah, in the meantime, remember, you get no extra points for being a